What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Elevation here with another elevated message. Of course, we're going to speak about our favorite show, or what used to be our favorite show in the JBP. And the title of today's episode, my episode, not the JBP from Patreon, but There's Smoke There. I already told y'all a couple of days ago, just because we don't see the fire yet doesn't mean that the smoke isn't imminent. And I see the smoke. It's already coming up. The ambers is about to start appearing. But last episode, not mine, but of the JBP and the Patreon and all that, when Flip missed the episode, everybody was speaking on, oh, well, he got arrested and that's his business. He's not going to speak on his business. Joe's not going to speak on his business. Firstly, Joe always acknowledges when somebody misses the pod and why they're missing it, even if it's contractually obligated. I didn't hear none of that today. They didn't bring that nigga's name up not a one time. Not once. Joe and the rest of the crew just acted like this nigga didn't even exist. You already know how I feel about the empty chair. Nigga, he didn't even bring money. So to me, that means that Flip was there, or they had a dinner of some sort the night prior, and he's trying to make a stance. This is him trying to make a stand. Flip is not here and we're leaving his seat open type punishment. So I'm like, God damn. At first, I thought you were trying to replace this nigga with Elliot, but he's too giggly when he get on that bubbly. So you can't have a nigga like that because he's going to rat and expose everybody. So if you have any secrets that you divulge to him, you don't want him to air that out on the airwaves. Secondly, Imani is not ready to be on the main pod 24/7. I still think Joe's doing Imani a solid more so than Imani wanted to just be on the pod. Because every time I hear Imani speak about his finances, I'm reminded more and more why he's trying to pine his way into becoming a full-time pod member. But I just don't think he really wants to do that because he's teetering the line of pander and actually getting his real thoughts off, and he doesn't know which side to stand on. But Flip is the definition of a mentee turned into a rival, which is what I said last episode, because he's doing everything that Joe wanted to do initially on his JBN when he first came out with that shit and had a See the Thing Is in a podcast with Olivia, and he was trying to have all these people under his umbrella. I remember years ago he said that he was trying to get Gilbert Arenas under his umbrella. So he was trying to have a sports, he was trying to have a music, he was trying to have a culture-based, an entertainment genre-based podcast. He was trying to have all of that under his umbrella. And I think he's taking notes to what Flip is doing, because I told you I'm already a subscriber of his. And everybody's saying he's not here because he got arrested. That's why he wasn't on the last episode. Well, how come they're not speaking on him now? And because I'm a follower of his on YouTube, I'm checking his page and I'm seeing him. It's 3:53 on the 12th of June that I'm recording this. I just checked his page 15 minutes ago and he just dropped something. It's him on the phone. And I was like, oh shit, this nigga's still releasing content, or he has it lined up on schedule on YouTube to drop, whether he's in jail or not. But he's still making content. So why is it that he's still producing content? And by the way, his content is diverse. It's him and his son, and then it's a whole slew of other people on the panel, and then he got his own rap battle league going on, and then he has the children's show that he said he's coming out with, and I pointed that out when I was making videos the last time. I said, I think that's just from the blow. I didn't realize that he had 7 or 8 other shows going on. How is he doing this? How is he amassing this? And he's supposed to be underneath Joe. And he keeps speaking on stop fucking trying to negate or deflect or try to devalue my brand every time you speak on it. It's in a negative light. Notice how that's why these niggas can't speak on him anymore. Every time they speak on Flip, it's a joke, or it's masked as hate, or we're big brother and little bro in you. And you can't little bro me no more. Check the numbers. My shit is getting the same numbers as your shit. And have you ever noticed that Joe will promote everybody else's shit? Even if it's jokes, like the Ish fucking hoodie shit. He was still saying, I want one. Can I get one? That's boosting his partner's brand. But every time he would speak on Flip, it's a joke, or nigga, that little this or that little that. Notice how when Flip does a show and it doesn't work, or he sees that it's getting stagnant, he goes to something else. Because they was talking shit about his persons or black and white or colors or whatever he named that shit for like 6 weeks straight. And he stopped doing that and pivoted to something else. But we can't say the same for Joe, because he's trying this humans outlet and it's not working. His first episode did fantastic, got 1 million views. I'm like, bet, he got something here. And then the very next episode got like 100,000. And then the very next episode got like 30,000. So I was like, damn. So he, in essence, just gave up on that. And if the Larry Jackson interview does well, he's going to put that as a part of his humans plot. But when Flip has something that doesn't work, he just goes to the next. And he's doing that right now, but now he's starting to find shit that clicks. So if we're already struggling with our relationship and it's not the best working environment, you got to go. And I'm not saying he got fired or suspended, but clearly something is amiss here because they're not even acknowledging the nigga. Where he at? Where he at? And Flip finally caught on. Why are these niggas hating on me so much? And how many times do I have to bring up improper improv? Why on earth would you get rid of a highly successful show, especially when you're doing it on your live feed and you can't get views like that on live? So the fact that this nigga would go live for an hour and get 200,000 views is amazing. They were just talking about Kai, Sanaa, and Drewski and Kevin Hart. Those three big dogs in the spear having 700,000, 800,000 people on live at once. That's amazing that you're getting 200. So you're getting a quarter or 33% of what the big dogs is getting just at your apartment that you're already recording the podcast in. And you want to cancel that show? And we still haven't gotten the proper explanation as to why? Come on, dog. But Flip's not as stupid as y'all think he is. I thought it was Joe initially that got rid of that show. No, it was Flip. Where the fuck is my money from, bro? Where is it from the improper improv? I understand it's on your IP. I understand that. But how much are you getting from 200,000 views? Nigga, I'm not a fucking idiot. I get views just like you get views. And I know what the ad revenue on these fucking videos are. So where's the money? So you mean to tell me that you get to pocket 70% and I only get 30? And this is just me speaking off the top. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about as far as numbers is concerned. But something happened for that highly successful last show that could have been a completely different iteration or another show under the JBN, which is where this all started from. If he could have had a highly successful show under his network, why wouldn't he do that? Which makes me further believe that it was Flip that got rid of improper improv. Do not be surprised if you see another iteration of improper improv on Flip's network here in the next month or so. But because I started on the JBP, I can't take that IP. So I have to put it under a different name. It's just like all these conglomerations out here. Whenever they start to get sour or stagnate and they're trying to keep the same business, but they can't keep it under the same name, they just file different LLCs. The main company will go bankrupt and then they'll just come back under a shell company doing the exact same thing. But since we don't know that they're tied together, we're just looking at it as a brand new company. Why do you think that there's some of these smaller companies or companies that just come out the blue that we've never heard of just get big, like a Five Below? I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out that Five Below was owned by people that are associated with either Alibaba or Big Lots. We gotta look into these things, but we just see stores pop up and they're just big out the blue, like Quick Trip. Where did Quick Trip come from? They just been big forever, the gas station? See, that's not how I think. All the people that just come up out the blue and they're expanding quickly, like, here's a good example, Starbucks. Who's the new coffee operator that is kind of channeling Starbucks energy, but they're popping up out of the blue and just everywhere? Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros, to me, is a subsidiary of Starbucks. But what I'm saying all that to say, these niggas are taking their improper improv and he's gonna mask it under a whole new station or a whole new name, same element of the same show, just under a new umbrella, so he doesn't have to worry about the bullshit that comes with him having started it on the JVP or possibly being a Joe Budden IP. But anyway, long story less long, there's real smoke here. If this nigga doesn't address, because this was the main part of he didn't address this nigga at all. So if this continues throughout the week and Flip continues to post videos on his YouTube channel And then, damn, I'm not trying to make this too long of a video, but we already saw how it played out with Maul and Roy when he fired them niggas. The fact that he's not saying anything really is scaring me, because it's showing me that he's taking the completely opposite tactic that he did the last firing. And he's trying to further denigrate Flip's brand by, in essence, saying, I don't care if you're here or not, nigga. You're not important enough for me to even acknowledge your absence anymore. Like, he's playing real tactical games by not saying anything. But I'm peeping in, I'm paying attention to it, so I'm finna see it regardless. But there's real smoke here, and it's gonna start to come to the forefront in the next week or so, because Flip isn't gonna be able to keep his mouth closed much longer, especially now that he's cracking on his own network again. Even if it's in other videos that have nothing to do with Joe, he's gonna be able to get his shit off. So I expect to hear an explanation from Flip before I hear it from Joe, or that'll just further my initial statement that he just has pre-recorded episodes releasing on his YouTube if he doesn't acknowledge anything at all about the Joe Budden podcast. Or he could just be playing the game. Like, I'm gonna play the same game he's playing. Nigga, let's just not speak on each other. When I'm doing my own personal ventures, I won't speak on you, and vice versa. Either way it goes, it was funny seeing all the Patreon comment feed, though, seeing how divided they are. Half of them niggas want Flip there, the other half don't want Flip there. So it's cool to see that he is valuable in the sense to where his presence is missed when he's not there. So, but I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. I'm doing a whole bunch of rambling today. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Make sure y'all continue leaving comments. Make sure y'all keep liking and keep the views up, man. Each video has gone up and up and up. So apparently y'all really did miss your boy. I appreciate y'all, man. But until next time.